Hi guys, it's Mental Health Awareness Week. So, as you know, we do quite a lot of work surrounding mental health, and we've also got our campaign Healthy Body, Healthy Mind. So let's have a little talk about mental health. Lydia and I have just come back from BodyPower in Birmingham. We had a brilliant weekend. We made some wonderful contacts. But BodyPower, ooh, what a weird place. The focus of BodyPower should be health and fitness. Is it really the focus? No. It's the focus of BodyPower is big, beautiful, and bitchin'. It's all about gear, as far as I'm concerned. Freaks walking around with their tops off, showing off their muscles. There was no sunshine. It wasn't hot. What'd you get your top off for? Look at me. Aren't I pretty? Aren't I big, beautiful, and bitchin'? Nah, it's really not my scene. I went back in 2013, and I hated it. For exactly that same reason. It was narcissist central. So many people were roided up. There were so many people admiring these roided up people. I want to be like you. Can I get my photo with you? Can I get a selfie? I find the whole thing really quite peculiar, and there's a perversity to it that I just cannot stand. Look at me, look at me, look at me. So yeah, we went along with Medichecks, hopefully promoting actual health and well-being. What a bizarre concept. We were launching the campaign. It's been launched already, but I mean, we were hoping to raise some awareness, and the engagement that we had was limited, but we thought we knew it'd be limited, because the reality is it's all about being big, beautiful, and bitchin' at BodyPower. And our campaign focuses on the importance of mental well-being. And whilst people there would recognise the importance, nobody wanted to really talk, because we are big, we are strong, we are... So yeah, but a lot of tasks taken, which is good. We did a talk on all 3 days. Testosterone, how to maximize your performance and psychological health through testosterone. Was it good? It was a bit of a disaster on Friday, because I couldn't hear myself think, so I was a little bit disjointed. There was just so much noise. It was the wrong place for it. It was located in the underground, and there's loads of competitions going on. Saturday was a bit better, still very noisy. Sunday was perhaps a bit better. I was probably a bit jaded and probably a bit more naughty, a bit more effing and blinding. so I would love for BodyPower to be literally about health and fitness, but there's that big elephant in the room. That big elephant is steroids. There are some harm minimization guys there. Harm minimization is not how to take steroids, which seemed to be the premise behind it. What do I do about Debo? What dose do I take for this? It's like, yeah, they didn't concentrate on the consequences of taking steroids, which is obviously what I focus on, and it was literally an afterthought for most of these guys, which I was very irritated about. I actually walked out of the round table because it became very clear that the bros were simply there to advocate, romanticize steroid use, and we're advising people on how to do it safely. Yeah, and geez, it was exhausting. So I missed my opportunity to do the microphone drop. but I almost did it. I gave my microphone to my now friend, Dr. Hamed Kamali, and yeah, I walked off. I don't want to be associated with those boys, not at all. We are trying to add legitimacy to testosterone replacement therapy, so there can be no association with anabolic steroids. It's one of the reasons why the average man will not have access to safe and effective care, because of this association, and this needs to end. So it wasn't all negative. Actually, it was really, really good. We met Hamed Kamali, who's a doctor who's working on the Medicheck stand, who's also interested in prevention over cure. And I would like to say it was an absolute pleasure to meet you, and we will stay in contact. And I think we have a bright future, because we are on the same path, and we will have a nice conversation. And I want you to come down to the clinic, and we'll bang out a few ideas. So pleasure to meet him. We also met Dan Hardy, ex-UFC fighter, now commentator, and my boy Jimmy Warhead, is a friend of mine, and they kindly posed for a photo with our campaign, and hopefully we'll be on Dan's podcast again, promoting TRT stroke healthy body, healthy mind. And we'll have an interesting chat, obviously, I think, about what's going on in the UFC, etc. Because I think that will be quite illuminating. We also met Billy Billington from SAS Who Dares Wind. Many thanks to him for coming and chatting to us and posing for a photo. And he has agreed to support our Healthy Body, Healthy Mind campaign. So thank you, Billy. Good man. There are some good people left. We also chatted to the fire service, and we have an interesting proposition idea for them, because those guys do put themselves in harm for your health. So we think we need to look after them. So we will. So we have some ideas that we'll be taking forwards. So it wasn't all negative. Actually, it turned into a brilliant weekend, but we made it a brilliant weekend because we found the right people to talk to, and we will continue to fight to make sure you have access to safe and effective care, and increase awareness of the importance of hormonal health and mental well-being. So how has my week been since? Well, I've struggled a little bit, actually. All a bit bizarre because everything's really positive, but everything's really quite mental. We've got the clinic, the organisation for that, which Lydia is doing a fantastic job. She keeps me updated and appraised of what's going on, and all I can say is thank you very much. Our dream is coming true. Not long now. We've got lots of exciting things to tell you. I can't tell you much because I'm sworn to secrecy, but I'm not very good at keeping secrets. So watch this space. Yeah, so it's been a bit of a funny week. I've allowed a few little insecurities to creep back in. Don't know why. Just because of stress, perhaps all the positivity. I don't know. It's really weird because everything's cracking, everything's mental, everything's hectic, and I've allowed a few little insecurities to come back in, perhaps just challenging me. But always move towards the light. The light takes work, the darkness takes bugger all. You can move towards that all you like, and it's very easy. So, booze, drank a bit too much this weekend, and I haven't stuck to my routine of hitting the gym hard and eating super clean, and I think I've paid the consequence. So routine's super important. I watched a podcast with Russell Brand. He's a bit, I find him, it's a love-hate relationship with him. He can be, he's so intuitive, but he can be a little bit too intense for me sometimes. But he did a snippet on discipline, and I'll put a link to it actually, because it rang very true. We need discipline, we need structure, and that is the path towards enlightenment and mental well-being. One of the paths, because obviously that's multifactorial. But yeah, we need structure, and I think my lack of structure and flights of fancy may not have done me benefits, or done me as much good as you would think they would do. So need to take stock, need to break things down a little bit more. And I always talk about that, the old Indian Cherokee thing, the dark wolf and the white wolf, and I need to go towards the white wolf, not the dark wolf. It's purely a choice, and it's a choice that only I can make. So mental health is wishing you all good mental health and positivity over negativity, and peace and love. Ta-da!